In Amsterdam City, Aziz endures a boring office job with a manager that treats him horribly, makes him work extra hours, and pays him barely enough to survive. Unlike Aziz, his brother Mo doesn't work. He spends his time crashing parties and constantly calling Aziz at the office to try to get him to join him. Aziz is a nobody in the office, which is why he's shocked when his crush Tess asks him out on a date, and Aziz accepts, earning him lots of teasing from his co-workers. Unfortunately, it also earns him the attention of the manager, who gets incredibly jealous and fires Aziz, using the fact his brother is always calling him during work hours to distract him as an excuse. With all his belongings in a box, Aziz goes to see his brother at the party, but instead of showing sympathy, Mo gets happy about Aziz getting fired because it means now they can open a business together. Since Mo is a good-for-nothing, Aziz can't trust him with such a thing, and this triggers an argument during which Mo throws a ball that accidentally hits the house owner's girlfriend. As revenge, the guy sends his thugs Nolan and Jeffrey to beat them up. As the rest of the partygoers run away, the four men start a fight where not many hits are exchanged before the cops arrest them. In prison, the four of them keep arguing until Officer Kim brings prisoner Yoris to the cells too, and all the guys begin hitting on her except for Aziz. To shut them up, Kim tases all of them. Later, when night falls, Tess keeps waiting for Aziz at the office, but obviously he doesn't show up. The manager takes the chance to make a pass at Tess, but she turns him down, leaving him frustrated. At that moment, a terrifying ball of fire appears in the sky and the manager watches in fear as this thing crashes into the building. The guys in jail feel the ground shake and an alarm ring, but they blame it on an earthquake and decide to go to sleep. The next morning, Aziz wakes up first and discovers the cell doors are open. The men don't hesitate to escape, and while Mo starts arguing with Nolan and Jeffrey again, Aziz and Yoris go down the hallway to investigate, only to mysteriously find nobody around. When the group goes upstairs, they recover their phones from the locker and Aziz finds he has 15 messages from Tess, saying she's stuck in the office and that there are monsters everywhere, so she needs help. Aziz then realizes the police station is a mess, and when he goes outside with the others, they find the city turned upside down by zombies. In fact, one old lady zombie immediately comes right after them, only to be stopped by Kim, who doesn't hesitate to shoot the zombie before dragging all the guys back inside the station. Then she turns on the TV to watch newscaster Jan explain what happened. It turns out a Russian space probe crashed in Aziz's office building, and the parts that fell all over the place spread a virus in the form of a green slime that turns people into zombies. The city of Amsterdam is being hermetically sealed off by the army, and any survivors that haven't been infected yet can approach any of 3 secure areas at the city borders. While a worried Aziz tries to call Tess without success, Nolan looks around the rooms and finds a bowling ball where he accidentally gets his finger stuck. Kim wants to stay inside that house until the army arrives for the sake of their own safety, but at that moment, a few zombies manage to get inside and the group has no choice but to fight them, using random office items like a stapler, a keyboard, and a fan. Nolan's bowling ball turns out to be rather useful because it allows him to smash zombies' heads with ease. Once they're free of danger, the group gets in a police car and tries away, but since the car keeps running over zombies, soon it's covered in green slime and it's too dangerous to stay this exposed to it. Thinking fast, Kim makes everyone leave the car, and as she kicks off any zombies that come close, she brings the men into a store. Aziz in particular needs to be dragged because he keeps getting distracted by the sight of his office building with the probe on top. Inside the store, Aziz gets a call from Tess, who is fine but still needs help to escape the building. Aziz promises to rescue her, but when he tells the others, everyone calls him crazy and refuses to go with him, no matter how moving his speech about saving the innocent is. Kim decides they'll try to reach a secure area, but before leaving, the group grabs as much useful equipment as they can from the store, including a second bowling ball for Nolan. Mo also considers grabbing the money from the cash register, but Yoris points out that it's not much and that they can stop at the bank he works for later. Afterward, the group makes it to a gas station, where they start looking into what car they can take. Aziz still wants to leave alone to save Tess, prompting Kim to slap him multiple times to try to make him see reason. Jeffrey and Mo get in a limousine and find famous singer Ben Saunders in the back, only to accidentally kill him when a group of zombies arrives and the noises of the fight outside scare Mo into involuntarily shooting his crossbow. Since none of them knows how to jumpstart a car, they'll have to think of some other plan to keep going. They go back to the streets, defending themselves the best they can by using the stuff they took from the store, but it's not very effective. Thankfully, Jeffrey realizes they're near a garage owned by his friend Ruben, who works there with 2 other mechanics, and they're allowed inside with no trouble. Now that they're safe again, Kim takes a moment to apologize to Aziz for having hit him. Ruben and his friend show the group that they've discovered that green slime makes for a very powerful energy source that can make a vehicle run. However, things go sour when Jeffrey notices the 3rd mechanic is missing. It turns out he's become a zombie and he's been chained to a wall. The group wants to kill the monster, but Ruben won't let them and puts himself between the zombie and Jeffrey's party. This is an awful idea, because the zombie doesn't remember his friends and bites Ruben before breaking the chains to attack the others. While the group fights the zombie, Aziz picks another call from Tess, who is being surrounded by zombies and doesn't know for how long she'll be able to survive. Right before Nolan manages to finish the zombie off with his bowling balls, the monster manages to wound Kim, and Aziz cradles her in his arms because he refuses to leave her behind. Unfortunately, Nolan, Jeffrey, Mo, and Yoris don't care, and they leave in the slime-powered truck to find Yoris' bank. As soon as they make it to the bank, Yoris opens the safe and the group begins filling lots of bags with as much cash as they can. Nolan wanders off and discovers the work had been having a birthday party when the zombies came, and the birthday cake looks too delicious not to try it. There's a dead man's head on top of it, so Nolan tries to be as sneaky as possible. But the man wakes up anyway and bites Nolan's arm. When everyone is ready to go, Yor shows his true colors and threatens the others with his weapon to make them hand him all the money. Then he escapes right before the building gets surrounded by more zombies. Jeffrey and Mo discover Nolan has been bitten and Mo points out that the arm should go, but his idea is quickly turned down. Meanwhile, Aziz is carrying Kim on a cart from the garage and making his way to his office building. When Kim wakes up, she notices zombies keep coming after them, so she keeps them at bay with a mace. As she starts feeling better, she